Hello chums and welcome to another episode of the Nindie Nook. I'm RC, and where normally sushi would be, you can see we have Monty Mole making a substitution appearance here. But today we're going to be checking out Hexologic. And Hexologic is sort of a, for those of you who are fans of Sudoku, it's kind of a Sudoku kind of type of game, I guess you could say. But everything is done in hexes. Alright, so I've made it to level 25 here so far. I've played maybe about an hour of this. It's been a lot of fun, actually. This is one of those really good games that you can kind of unwind to and enjoy. I'm trying to get myself all the way back to the beginning here so we could check out the very start of it so you guys can get an idea of what this is all about. So this is completely a math and numbers game. You could see up in the top right you actually have your controller guide. So that actually represents the 4 face buttons. So you know, the button with 1 dot is Y, the button with 2 dots is X, and the button with 3 dots is A. So if we go forward here, you know, we need to create a 2 to pass this one. All you gotta do is hit X, 2 dots, boom, you move on. So we move on to level 2. You'll notice, okay, so we gotta use a 2 here, a 3 here, and a 1 there. So the whole point of this is to add up everything within a row. We'll skip a few ahead here just so you can get a quick idea of what I'm talking about. Skip to level 9, no idea what's in here, but here we go. So you can see in every pathway you're going in a row, you got to make sure it adds up. So for example, to get 5 here, we have to put a 3 and then a 2. Now, obviously the tricky part comes in where you actually need to make sure that it all lines up with every line of numbers that need to fall in together to add up. So for example, we have, you know, 5, which we just did. Now we have a 3 that we have to take care of, and we need to hit a 1 there to add up to 3. Now luckily there we don't have to add up anything, so this we could just set up another 2, 3, but because both of those need to be 5, you know, we need to hit up a 3 and a 3 there and put a 2 there. So there you have it, we solved the puzzle. Now, I mean, that is the game, basically. Like, that is the whole game. You're just adding up numbers to make these work. But the levels do get harder as you go. So let's see, for example here, let's jump over to, I don't know, level 18. These I've already solved, but as you can see, the numbers do go up, and it does get a little bit more difficult here. So we know for sure that this needs to add up to 7. So you know for sure, this is, like I said, this is where the Sudoku comparisons come in, where sometimes in Sudoku they'll give you free numbers that you can add up, you know, through the line or whatever. This is very similar, where you know that there's only 2 spaces. One with 4 dots is already cemented in there, so we have to hit 3, and we know that that always has to be a 3. So that would be a 1 for the 4. This one for 8 is cemented in. We know this has to be a 2, so we'll do that, and then we'll do another 2 there for 4. So little clues like that are going to be helpful as you go through. Now, as I've said, I've left off on level 25, so let's see where I left off here, see if we can actually get a little bit further in. Alright, so this looks pretty complicated compared to what we did before. But you can see that we have a 7 cemented with the 9, so you always want to try to take care of the ones that are cemented first. So we know that a 2 is for sure going to go there. And the only way to add up to 10 here with a 2... Oh, wait, no, we got a really long line here. So it's not that there's only one way to do it. So we got 6 here, and we need to add up to 12. The only way to actually add up to 12 with that 6 is to do 2 3s. And we know 3 plus the 1 is 4. Let's see here. That's a 4, so this would have to be a 3. And what do we got here for 13? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means that these both have to be 3 as well. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this needs to be a 1. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this has to be a 3. There you go. So it's all just basically deduction. It's all using very simple addition to get through and deal with like very simple deduction rules and everything like that. So if you're really into math, I feel like this is going to be a game that you like. If you like math, you like Sudoku, this is going to be a game that you really, really like. And like I said, it's one of those games where it feels like a really good palate cleanser you know, between really big games, you know. And I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. I've actually come back to it a couple times just to play through like a handful of them, you know, before bed or whatever it is. And this is a really good, what I call a before bed game. Something you could just play a couple levels of, you know, and then switch off and go to bed, which is kind of nice. All right, so I think you guys kind of get the game here, but we're going to do one more puzzle here just for fun. Wow, here we go. Okay, so this is a big one. So this is what you can start expecting when you get into the 20s here. I'm slightly concerned as to what I'm going to see once I get into like the 50s or whatever. It's going to be really big numbers that your brain is going to be like, whoa, you know. But let's see here. So for 4, and we got to figure out the 8 as well. So this is like a continuing thing. If the snake doesn't work going forward, then it's not going to work at the end. So I think we got to start at this side here. So let's see, we got 5. Let's do a 3 and a 2. Let's do a 2 and a 2. Another 2. This has got to add up to 9, so that's got to be 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 4. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, all 1s. So that's got to be 5, so that's actually impossible for that to happen. That can be 5, but that one can't be 5. So let's see what we can do here. So this would need to be a 2. This would need to be a 1. That would have to be a 3. This would have to be a 1. This would have to be a 3. 1, 3, 1, 3, and then this could be a 2. There we go. We solved it. Well, there you go, chums. That is Hexologic. Like I said, a very cool, you know, sort of before bed kind of game for me. It could even be a really good wake-up game. Maybe you want to, you know, play a few puzzles to get your brain ready for the day, you know? That might be a really good brain teaser to do in the morning as well when you're just getting started. But regardless, I'm definitely liking it. I think it's a cool game. It's a very simple approach, but it works. I dig it. Well, thanks for watching, chums. Don't forget to subscribe to us here on YouTube at Video Chums, and don't forget to subscribe to my own personal channel, Watch GGRC, because I play through a lot of other games as well. And while you're at it, don't forget to follow us on Twitter too, so that way you know when all of these cool videos go online. I'll see you all next time.